Tulsa, Oklahoma, home to the Tulsa Golden Hurricane in Skelly Field, where the fans have gathered and they are ready to see those Hurricanes gather some strength. Today, two teams collide from the Pac-12 and conference implications are aplenty. As we'll see, the Boise State Broncos taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Tulsa Golden Hurricane. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Broncos will kick it away to start. Let's see what he can do with the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Tulsa Golden Hurricane offense takes the field, and they'll go on the attack first. And here's the man they'll try to feed the football to no matter what the coverage looks like, Jesse.
He's their best player on offense, and I like the way this coaching staff moves him around and tries to create good matchups to take advantage of, David.
And that makes it so hard to defend. When the receiver lines up in the same spot every time, I can bring extra coverage. Man, use this guy all over the field as a weapon of mass destruction.
Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. So they're facing third and short from the 25. Looking to throw for it. Works the middle of the field. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's going to pass. Working the middle, it's complete.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
At midfield, he's got room. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. Looking to move it through the air. Gets it out quickly. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. And he unleashed the RPMs on that pass. Man, this sophomore has an arm. Off the play fake on first down. Pocket starts to collapse. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. They'll go back to work after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 36. Fires to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. He wants to throw it again. Unloads to the wideout. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. Here's the return from inside his 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Boise State Broncos offense will go to work for the first time today. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The Broncos will send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. And the returner will be dragged down. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. He'll come out throwing on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Walker. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. A new set of downs after the completion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. He's right on target. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. He wants to throw. Quickly to the tight end.
Must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. They can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
Runs through the tackle. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. He's looking to throw it. Coming after it. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
So now on second and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. He's looking to throw. He's got his man. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front four to get the job done on third down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
Tulsa will be forced to send out the punt team. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. And he will boom that punt out of bounds. No chance for a return. Let's see where the officials spot it. The inside handoff. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. It's fired. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. They punted on their first drive of the game, and now they have to convert on third down to avoid doing it again. Fires to the middle. Oh, picked off. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off to the 26.
Most defenses are lucky if you have one good covering corner. Fewer are lucky if you have 2. They've got 3 DBs, 3 corners that can play at the same time in their nickel package that they feel can go mano-a-mano with anyone in the country. You saw it on that last play coming away with the win.
The Golden Hurricane offense comes back onto the field. After punting the last time they had it, they ought to be set up for a much better result with this drive.
This offense better be licking their chops. You're not going to start with better field possession than this all game did.
You ain't lying. Forget about the last possession and what we did. You're already in scoring position. Take care of that football. Make sure you get some points.
With the run on 1st and goal. Dragged down at the 6 after a pickup of 2. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Number 17 on the field goal.
That's the end of the period, and Tulsa has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the 2nd. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. splits the uprights right down the middle. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Nebraska is down, but they are not out of it. Not there in Lincoln, one of the most special places to watch a game in all of college football. They're trailing by just 4 to Louisville. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
Right back to the well. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Back to pass, it's fired. Throws for the tight end. A strike downfield. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Nice play design on that one. You make it easy for your quarterback, too, because it's easy to see what's happening right in front of you. Over the middle of the field, you can see where defenders are dropping. You can see where the soft spots are in zone coverage. And just a really nice job by the QB locating his guy and making an accurate throw.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Took a shot as he threw. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to...
Touchdown, Boise State! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Ready to try the point after. And they move on top with the extra point, 7-6. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays.
Boise State, 7. Tulsa, 6.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. They've had a couple of productive drives, but they've had to settle for field goals in 2 of their 3 previous possessions, Jesse.
Yeah, this is an offense that takes a lot of pride in execution, and they feel like they should have scored a touchdown every single drive. So while it's been good, not great, David, just execute a little bit better, and they can put this one in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think you point that out. We went all the way down the field on 2 of our first 3 drives and got field goals. Now, just a little better execution when that field starts to shrink and it gets a little bit more difficult.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll pull it down. And this sophomore quarterback learning when to use his legs to move the chains. Tulsa seems to have the whole playbook working. Going up top on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. It'll be a draw. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds his man and they convert. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. From the gun, running back on the move. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Fast motion from the offense. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. He makes the connection. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Tulsa comes to the line with a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Running back goes in motion. He's going to pass on 2nd down. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Golden Hurricane.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He's able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 6. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Boise State ready to send out that offense. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Shakes off the defender. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Back to throw. It's fired. He finds a dead spot in the middle. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. They'll throw it on 1st down. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on 1st down. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Going to try to get it himself. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. Running toward the tape. And he's brought down after a huge completion. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. Deep shot for the end zone. And he intercepts it.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Golden Hurricane offense comes back onto the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to make...
And he's running in the open. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Tulsa! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This offense is so explosive, they can change the scoreboard in a flash. You just saw that on that drive.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. You want to see quick strike ability? It was epitomized there. 2 plays, 80 yards, touchdown on the board. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
Receiver looks it in, it's complete. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. Wants to throw on first down. Working on the right. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Quick strike complete. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down. To the air, it's fired. Gets it out fast. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Broncos with the 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. Got his man. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to give them a finish. Fires to the end zone. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
That is one the quarterback is going to want to have back. It's touchdowns or it's checkdowns once you get down to the red zone. You can't get too aggressive and greedy trying to fit the football into small windows, and as a result, QB throws a pick.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Handoff from the gun. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. Typically, you only see this at the end of the game or end of a half. I'm not really sure why we're getting an early peek at victory formation. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters today from gorgeous Tulsa, Oklahoma. Toughest job inside that stadium right now might just be the scoreboard operator after all those first downs and touchdowns. Big plays have defined this one, thanks to 2 of the best receiving corps in all of college football. Let's see if these defenses can adjust and make the necessary chess moves. And with that, let's head back to the guys inside H.A. Chapman Stadium.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think then if you're this defense...
Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Just a really nice play. Not a lot on the return, but that's all right when you hand it to your offense at the 42. And the offense came out aggressively here in the second half, but they can't put the drive together and spit it up on the turnover.
I'll tell you, this defense has a lot of athletes. They've got a lot of guys with ball skills. If you put the football anywhere around them in their vicinity and their ability to catch the football, they'll come down with it. This quarterback has got to be way more careful here in the second half.
Pulls and fires complete to the right. Open space at the 25. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. Trying to find his man on first down. Trying to get to him. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
All right, offense has got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play giving up the sack.
Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. Now the play fake. Quickly complete. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Throws toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Golden Hurricane. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
Why not double the try total and go for 2? Trying to barge their way in. And they're able to get him on the ground. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be knocked down. Boise State ready to send out that offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't.
He's off to the races. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing him. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Looking for a man. It's Meyer. Flips it out to the back. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. They move the tight end all over. Leaves it with the running back. The Broncos are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks. From the 33, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Oh, he wants it all. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
Have a day, young fella. 2 interceptions already? That's 3, 4, 5, 6 games for some people. A hot start, catching the football. He's acting like he's playing wide receiver out there. I might think about trying a different DB.
We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. They'll give it to the back. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. Got 3 on first down, it's 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Takes the easy one to the back. At the 35, he's loose. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. They'll go to the ground. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on third down from the 43. Now they'll run the draw. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. Tulsa seems to have the whole playbook working. Looking to go up top on first down. And the quarterback is snowed under.
I think if you're the head coach here, it's a bit of a mixed reaction to your passing attack so far in this game. You put up a bunch of yards throwing the football, you've lit up the scoreboard, but you've also given up 4 sacks. Pass protection has been a problem so far in this game.
Big first down sack for the defense. Brings up second down. Trying play action. Getting some heat. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. He just terrorizes quarterbacks. His 30th career sack.
And that's an amazing number, 30 sacks, because a lot of guys get sacks early in their careers and then coordinators figure it out and then start double teaming them and sliding and chipping, and then their numbers come down. This guy, though, David, has never stopped.
And it's got to be consistently, Jesse. Like, you got to consistently play hard, play after play, because sometimes they get rid of the ball fast. Sometimes you can't get in the mix. But to get to the quarterback 30 times, very few people have done that.
And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. On third and long, he has to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And the Broncos will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. First down for this offense. Movement here from the tight end. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. They're bringing heat. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver. That incompletion leads to second down and 10. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Swings it out to the flat.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. Back out there ready to give it another spin. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll put the tight end in motion. Off the play fake. Quarterback adapting. Keeps it and gets the first down. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. The Broncos have it with a 1st and 10. Handoff to the lone back. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. Wideouts all wadded up in a bunch. That's the end of the period, and Tulsa has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. Give to the running back. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Quarterback moving. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. And the Broncos are threatening in the red zone. Motion from the offense. Looking downfield, it's fired. He's got it on the move. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Got it! And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. Boy, if that first down play was any indication, they might walk this thing in on second and goal. Trying to surge it in. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-game land. They'll come to the line just trying to keep their hope alive on third and goal. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. Distance not the problem here. The angle is a little tricky. Never a doubt. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Nebraska is ahead early in Lincoln, but that's not exactly Mike Rozier out there running the ball. This game is a long way from over. They're up by 10 over Louisville. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Golden Hurricane offense comes back onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Pulls it and fires to the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Here comes the offense on second down. Off play action. Fires to the right. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
All right, sense of urgency now has to go through the roof for this team. They needed their defense to come up with that turnover right there. So if you're on offense, you got to get these plays called. You got to get aggressive, take some shots, because you can now go and win this game.
Boise State ready to send out that offense. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you've just simply got to make them.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Here they come, facing third and long from the 40. To the air, it's fired. Floating away. Really nice job by this sophomore quarterback to pick up the first down with the run. The Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback on the keeper. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. After the good pickup on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. They'll try to get it through the air. And he throws another interception. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. 4th quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this.
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Tulsa! And the punishment has been extended. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Tulsa, 33. Boise State, 10.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Boise State has it back ready to go to work on offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Looking downfield, it's fired. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? 2nd down after that incompletion. He's looking to throw. They're working that left side. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Trying to escape and get it himself. Got all he needed for the first down, and then he gets down on the slide. And the Broncos come to the line in the hurry-up.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
And now on 2nd down for this offense.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Wants to throw on third down. Back open in the middle. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. The Broncos will have it 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. Looking for a man. It's fired. Finds his big tight end. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Tulsa, it's 3rd down.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Couldn't find anywhere to throw the football, just got rid of it, and that's the number one thing. Avoid disaster here. Here we go with the run on 4th down. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. From the gun. Throws to the back. He's got it, so they convert the 2 and keep just a flicker of hope alive, down 2 possessions. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. The Golden Hurricane offense comes back onto the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. And after the missed field goal, guys, the lead's still at 15. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. They'll throw it on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Dropping back. It's fired. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. Hits the accelerator to the right. Touchdown, Broncos! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Number 1.
And this is always an interesting spot for me now because you're going to have to go for 2 regardless. I don't know if it's now or if it's later when you score, but at some point you're going to have to pull the trigger. So that's a you decision, but nice job by this offense getting the touchdown now to give yourself that opportunity to have a choice.
And with the lead sitting at 9, they'll try to make it a 1-possession game. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Eastern Michigan is down big on the scoreboard, and for a program that traditionally struggles to score, I think we know where this one is headed. They're trailing by 24 to Florida Atlantic. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Sometimes it's just not your day. Things just didn't work, and that seemed to be the case here.
Yeah, they didn't get the W. They didn't do enough. But now you start to think about what could I have done differently? What do I need to become more offensively? Defensively, what can I morph into to make those extra plays, Jesse? That might be the difference in the next game that I play.
Yeah, David, they just need a little bit more. They need a little bit better effort next week. They're going to need better preparation this week in practice. There's no doubt this team has a lot of talent, but we just need a little bit more to ensure that this doesn't happen next week again.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.